In this edition of the BCA Club School of the Month, we venture to the Lord's Cricket Club, located in the northern parish of St. Lucie. There's so much to learn. We are excited. This is we. We're here at the Lord's Cricket Club in Lowland, St. Lucie with Khalid Springer, Vice President of the club. How are you doing, Khalid?
I'm good, Leslie. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. We've got an opportunity to come here in the northern parish of St. Lucie to watch not just the Lord's Cricket Club up against police, but your involvement with the game and being involved in the north from your school days.
Yeah.
That love, community type work. How has it been when Lords play their home games here at the venue?
Well, we have a lot of avid supporters. They come out, they're a bit boisterous most of the times. They come out and lend their support. And I'm a community person, right? So we've been doing well so far in the 40 over. We're also doing well here now in the first division, where we are about in the middle of the table, but we're looking to try and progress and see if we could get to the elite level.
Ambition is not just elite level, but you've got some young cricketers. I know that you're still actively involved in the game.
Yes.
Giving those young persons the opportunity to play for this club, and you also contributing to the fabric of the club. You're vice president. How has that been?
Well, I'm the vice president, but I also captain early up in the season because a lot of the guys were away from the team. Azan Holligan, he's the captain currently. He came back from England, so he's one of our exciting young players. Also, Tremaine Dorich, he now came back from overseas. And also we have a youngster by the name of Deshaun Topping, wicketkeeper, very attractive batsman. So we have 3 youngsters that we're really trying to push and go forward. In terms of the vice presidency, well supported by the president, Byron Agard. Also, we have our curator here, Trevor Boyce. Nothing happens at this club without Trevor Boyce, right? Everything runs through him. So yes, I might be vice president in title, but the real boss is Trevor Boyce.
I'm here with Cardinal Ward at the Lord's Cricket Ground in Lowland, St. Lucie. How are you doing, Cardinal?
Well, I'm still here. I'm not doing as well as I should be, but I'm doing all right.
Cardinal, it's a pleasure to be here. You, having served as secretary previously, I believe just under 3 decades,
Yeah.
you're now in relaxed mode. Some people call it retired. I want to find out from you, Cardinal, your association with this club. When was the first time that you got involved with the Lord's Cricket Club?
I first came to the club in 1993 when they came back from England that same year. And then I was made secretary in 94 for the 94 season. And until last year, I was secretary all the duration of that time. When I hand over to, I hope, what I consider younger people, because anybody that's younger than me is a young boy, because I'm really 82 years old now.
Wonderful.
Right, so I thought let someone else do the work, and any help they want, call me.
Well, that was wonderful to hear, because we did an interview recently with persons at the Isolation Cavaliers Club, and the name Dale Richards. Yeah. You were very actively involved. You played one-day cricket for Barbados, playing with Dale, but your experience playing for the country, how was that when you played in that one-day tournament some years ago?
Well, I played with Dale. I played with Ryan Hines, Dale, a lot of the more experienced guys, and they taught me a lot, right? And that, especially Ryan, I would say, taught me about leadership. And that is, I transitioned then into clubs like Maple, played for Carlton, now moving on to Lords, and I would have captained all those sides, right? And led them to also titles as well. So learning from guys like Dale Richards and Ryan Hines and even Dwayne Smith as well.
Yes.
And it taught me a lot in that setup, and I'm trying now to impart it on the youngsters here at the club.
Titles. Sometimes people measure the success or failure of a club by that. The Lords Club promoted into First Division. What do you believe really is important to the young players, not just being competitive, but being part of the legacy that is the Lords Club?
Well, the Lords Club is based mainly on community. We like the community spirit. Currently, we are in the semi-finals of the 40 over, and when we go further up in tournaments, you find that a lot of the community comes out and their support. Like in terms of the North, there's only North Stars and Lords that represent the St. Lucie in the North. and community is a big thing for us. So that's where we're going.
Colonel, you're now 82 years old,
Yes.
and when I came to the club this afternoon, I saw you among some of the younger brigade, and as you said, you've passed it on.
Yeah.
Your life probably is just surrounded not just by cricket, but with this club here in the northern part of Barbados.
Yes.
Now, can you recount any situation, any particular event that really stands out in your time being here at the Lords Cricket Club?
Well, I enjoyed the whole period of 28 years, but I had the pleasure of having Kimar Roach here. He lived on top of the hill there, and when he was at school, Alexander School, all of that, he come here and every evening run about. He should bowl barefoot.
Wow.
I say, can't do that. He mash your toes, you know, and he put on his trainers.
Yeah.
But you should take him off and leave him beside all the time. He prefer to bowl barefoot.
Barefooted.
Can't do that. And people like Mario and him was very close. Mario Boyce and
Yes.
him was very close. So they used to practice a lot in schoolyard.
I'm going to ask you something that really is close to your heart. The fact that you are a northerner in most regards, what do you really believe that the Barbados Cricket Association can do to assist not just clubs that are in the urban part of Barbados, but also the rural part of the island?
The main thing we would like, right? Because I mean, obviously you have a big agenda, and we find that sometimes in North, we are like left for last. It always seems like that to me. We've been promised lights here at the club for a long time. I don't want to call names, but we've been promised lights for a long time, and it's too long in coming, because with lights, we'll be able to practice, because you find a lot of the guys work up in town and, you know, in the south, and they could hardly make practice. So at least if we have night cricket, you know, we will have guys coming out to practice. Also, we can hold events. So that's a big thing we would like. Also, the club. The club was built a while back, and it was mainly for the school. And we would like for the dressing rooms to be extended. So if it's a possibility that the BCA could lend assistance, or, you know, come on board, that we could get some business to come on board, then that would help us a lot.
The final question I will ask you today, Colonel, this ground located in northern parish of St. Lucie,
Northeast.
we have some lights that you would like to come in, the extension, going upstairs of the pavilion.
Yes.
But at 82 years old, and I know you probably are not as mobile as before.
I'm not.
Your passion to still come and watch the Lord's Club.
Oh, yeah.
How does that feel to be still part of this club after so many years?
I still pay my subscription every year, and come down and watch the boys. Have a little chit chat with them.
Yes,
you know,
great.
and it keeps me going, and of course it keeps me as part of the club. You know, anything that they want, they call. And I my wife said, I thought you retired. I say I retired, but I'm not dead. You know, I'm still here.
Yes.
So if I become an artist, and I'll come and help, come and give any sort of advice or anything that I can do. It's mainly getting things for the club. Like go around getting not sponsorship, but donations.
Donations, yeah.
Donations for the club. So I do that, and you look after the club. I'll bring what I can get. I bring for the club, you know, and that's it. I like it here. I like it here.
And I want to say to you on behalf of the Barbados Cricket Association that we are pleased not only just to feature your club, but to speak to individuals like you who continue to do a wonderful job. And we want to wish you and the Lord's Cricket Club all the very best in the future.
Thank you very much.
You've come to this ground on a few occasions. You've got some visible sight screens.
Yes.
The field is well kept. And for me, I believe that's part of the hardware of persons that you would have mentioned before.
Yes.
But the clubhouse of itself, I know that there's some images in there that show the Lord's Club over many years. What type of legacy with these younger players will you want to be able to build to ensure that some other photos go on top of those that are here already?
Well, the legacy, I believe in titles, right? A team is measured by its titles. And like since we came here, because in 2017, Trevor Boyce again, he was the president. he came to me and said, you know, the Lords is struggling a little bit, and he wanted to know if we would come home. So I came home, I brought home his son, Mario Boyce, brought Kemar Stanford, Sean Quano Stanford, and also Joel Leacock. All those guys with first division experience. We came down here, we won the Intermediate Cup the same year. We went to semi-finals in the 40 over, and we went to finals in the T20. So, you know, that revenue that we brought into the club really assisted the club and moved forward. So, and in terms of titles, when teams or persons or youngsters coming up see that this team is winning titles, obviously that makes you want to come to the club. So that is the legacy we're trying to win titles. As I said earlier, this year we're also in the semi-finals of the 40 over. So we're trying to win that and, you know, push Lord's name up there even further.
And finally, not only just the success you want to get in that 40 over tournament, but is there a natural synergy between schools that are in the northern parish of the island coming over to Lords to be part of this setup here? Well,
we're currently working with CP because Mario Boyce now has transitioned over to CP, so he'll be moving on to CP because he'll be working there from next year. So we're going to be working closely with Mario to trying to get those youngsters coming over. Also, Ronaldo Paris at Alexandra. Sometimes we are in conversation with him with any youngsters that you want to bring over. We don't have the relationship as yet with Darrell Jordan, but we will try to get that because we want to keep things in the north. I'll be honest, a lot of persons from the south or town and those kind of places don't really want to come all the way down here. Yeah. So we have to work with what we have in the north, and that's how we're looking to progress.
Well, Khalid, I want to commend you and those at the club for the wonderful work that you've done. I want to wish you all the very best for the remainder of the 2023 BCA cricket season.
And thank you very much, Leslie. Thank you.